Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Manoj Tiwari, and if you want to see more details, log on to my website www.kundliandkismat.com. You will get lots of other information in my website. Today's I'm going to talk about Cancer Ascendant. And Cancer Ascendant, the ruler of Cancer Ascendant is the moon. Moon, which is a very emotional planet, and also is represent our mind. So people who got Cancer Ascendant, they are very imaginative person. They have got great imagination in them. Second ruler, which is the sun, represent the family. They get great support from the family, and they also hold a great position if the sun is well placed in your chart in the government sector. As moon is the ruler of Cancer Ascendant, if it is situated in your chart in a mobile sign, open person, if it is situated say in a Aries, Libra, Capricorn, people frequently travel, even the Cancer, frequently they travel. They have job, overseas job, and they like to travel a lot. The third house ruler, which is Mercury, and also is the 12th house ruler. They do have some issues with their brother and sister, depending on the Mercury's ruler, the third house ruler Mercury, where is positioned. If it's positioned well, of course, people might live away from their brother and sister, but they do have a better relation. But if the Mercury is placed in a bad house, yes, of course, they have some issues, some difficulties with their brother and sister. The fourth house ruler, fourth house, which is house of all the luxuries, Venus, is also ruler of 11th house. So they have a beautiful house, nice cars. They are very close with their mother. They always find comfort in their own home, even though they might be working overseas. When they come to their home, they find great comfort, and they have a close relationship with the mother, because moon is the lord of Cancer, and moon represents a mother. They have a great support from their mother. Plus, they have lovely, beautiful house, nice vehicles. They like to spend money on luxurious things, and they like to decorate beautifully their house, because these areas belongs to planet Venus. The fifth house ruler, which is a Mars, ruler of fifth house and the 10th house. 10th house represent our career, 5th house represent our education and children. Body part is the stomach area, digestive system, and other relatively like a liver, kidney, etc. People often, if the Jupiter position is well placed in the chart, then they have more than 2 children. If the Jupiter position is not well placed, then they do like to have less kids. They do really well in their educations. The 10th house ruler is a Mars. If the Mars is positioned on the 10th house, or Mars and Sun is both positioned on the 10th house, they often like to work in the area of army, security, police, because these are the areas they love to work. And they like discipline, because Mars loves discipline. And Sun, when the Sun actually is 10th house, placed in the 10th house, is excellent Sun. So it likes to hold the highest power in this area of government. And these above, these area which I have mentioned, the areas army, police, CID, security, this mostly all of these areas belong to government sector, and they do have get lots of success. The 7th house and the 8th house ruler is Saturn. The Saturn 7th and 8th house ruler, which is, I say, 7th house ruler, 7th house represent our marriage, 8th house of course health, hidden knowledge. People often marry with somebody who's completely different from their culture. They have a different language. Person often, marry either a younger person or a lot older than person, because they like a mature person to get married. If the Saturn position is not well placed in the chart, then they do have a difficulty in the marital area, because Saturn is the ruler. If it's placed on the 10th house where it gets deviated, then it causes lots of issues, and those issues in the marital life can affect their mind. They can, because 8th house also represent our health, so they can get depressed because of the marriage. So they have to check their own chart, and if the Saturn actually is badly placed in the chart, of course they have to be very careful. They need to explore the person, and there is also such a things in astrology called marriage compatibility chart. They should get marriage compatibility chart. If they are compatible with the person, if the person has the similar horoscope, then they can get married, because in astrology also 2 minus become plus. If the person has the similar personality, then it's fine. And if the compatibility chart shows more points that they are more compatible, then they might have some difficulty, but they will resolve it. Now 9th house, which house goes to planet Jupiter, is also ruler of 6th house. 9th house represents our luck. So 9th house, which is a trikona or a triangle, the Jupiter actually is the main ruler of the 9th house. If the Jupiter position is well placed in the chart, of course your luck will play a huge part of your life. If the Jupiter position isn't well in your chart, then you may have to take some loan, because 6th house ruler as well. 6th house represent death, enemies, health. So depending on the Jupiter position, if the 6th house been aspected by Jupiter, if the Jupiter placed in the 11th house, then of course is aspect Jupiter placed on the 12th house is aspect the 6th house. Jupiter placed on the 2nd house is aspect the 6th house. Then of course the chances are less you can have a better health depending on where the Jupiter is positioned. But often I like to advise people who has a Cancer ascendant to wear one yellow sapphire. That's going to polish your luck, is going to boost up your luck. The 10th house Mars I have already explained. 11th house Venus, which I have explained, the house of financial gain. It can give you extra financial gain. You might be doing a business, maybe 2 or 3 different type of business you are doing. Extra source of income can come from a Venus because it's a 4th house ruler. You might have extra property you can buy to let. Those areas you can get income because 4th house ruler also 11th house ruler. So it can give you better residence. At the same time, with the houses, with the property, it can give you extra income. So that's all about Cancer in a brief introductions. Please log on to my website for more information. Is www.kundliandkismat.com. Namaskar.